So hello, welcome to stage 53, fitting more parts of the torso and pelvis. We're going to need tweezers optional, and we're going to need the completed assembly from stage 52, and we're going to need super glue and a cocktail stick, and obviously the parts. So the parts checklist that we have today, now the 51-1 is the leg joint section, and that's plastic but very nicely painted. Very nice. 52-2 is a hip socket, and I believe we've seen one of these before. This looks very similar to the one that we've done on the assembly on that side of the pelvis. 53-3 is this inner side muscle. Now this is all one piece, and it is actually plastic. And then that leaves us with 53-4 muscle connector. Now we've seen one of these before, and this has already been assembled for us. Perhaps a little disappointed because perhaps they could have supplied this in 3 pieces for us, and then all we needed to do was just get these 2 pieces together and just place a pin in there, and that's just an extra little bit of extra work we could have done. It's quite interesting that some projects you do, they want to reduce the amount of work as much as possible, but when it comes to building models, we actually want to do more. Isn't that odd? So yeah, perhaps little slight criticism, nothing major there. I'm loving the build. I just think perhaps they could have saved themselves a bit of effort, and we could have assembled that instead. So step 1, we have fit the inner side muscle into the shaft of the thoracic side muscle. So let me just move my parts, bring in the beast, and I'll just adjust my camera slightly. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this piece and we're going to be applying it to there, and that's gone in fine, but that's rather loose. So push the inner side muscle in as far as it will go. It's not fixed at this point, so handle the assembly with care. Right, so in that case, guys, I'm going to get myself some masking tape, and what I'm going to do now, masking tape is great because it doesn't stick solid. So when I come to remove this, it will stay put. So what I've done, I'm just going to place a little bit of tape there, a sort of a cross shape, and that's just going to stop that from falling out. Now I haven't looked ahead on the instructions, so it may well be that I need to do some more work on that in this stage, and in which case I might look a bit of a fool, but that's fine. I'll work with what I've got at that particular moment. So next stage, we need to take stage 53-2. And let's say we've seen this before. We're going to be popping it onto there. That will go on like so. And that will glue on, and that will complete the 2 sides. So glue. And I've still got some left from a previous build. So I'm just going to place some on the pegs, like so. Don't need too much, this is quite a tight fit anyway. Obviously you'll judge that on your own. And I think that in a later stage something's going to be pushing onto that. So count to 5. That's not going to come off on its own. So I'm very happy with that. So step 5. Step 6, and that is the stage complete. This is the one thing that is some people find frustrating. I've done 2 little stages today. I've placed that piece in and I've glued this on, and then we have some pieces left over ready for a later stage. I don't have too much of a problem with it, especially with this Agora version, because I don't have to wait a whole week for stage 54, because there it is. It's only when I get to stage 60 that I have to wait. So it is a little bit of collecting parts, and unfortunately with a model that has pieces this size, that's always going to be the way, I'm afraid. The alternative is to have this as a fortnightly publication, give you twice as many pieces and then charge you twice as much for the issue, but I fear that £20 a fortnight compared to £10 a week, or £10-ish, would put people off. So I've got to be honest with you, I think I'd rather keep it this way. Most people who subscribe are getting 4 issues at once, and I think if you subscribe 4 issues at a time, you've just done 3 issues, so you're not without any work at all. So with that, I shall waffle on no more. That is the end of stage 53. So I will see you hopefully in the next video, stage 54, where we will be assembling muscles and attaching the side muscles. So take care guys, I hope to see you then.